If you met one of your ancestors from 15,000 years ago, you would look like a fragile glass doll next to them. It is not just about muscle. Deep inside your body, your very skeleton has undergone a quiet, drastic collapse that makes you fractionally as strong as they once were. Scientists examining ancient fossils discovered something shocking. The bones of our hunter-gatherer ancestors were incredibly thick and dense, matching the bone strength profile of modern wild orangutans, primates that spend their entire lives swinging through trees. For millions of years, this dense skeleton was the human standard. But then, approximately 12,000 years ago, our bones suddenly plummeted in density. Today, your skeleton is about 20% lighter and far more prone to breaking than that of any ancestor before us. What caused this sudden evolutionary downgrade? It was not a slow genetic mutation, but a sudden revolution. When humanity invented agriculture and transitioned from chasing wild game to farming crops, we inadvertently traded our physical strength for a sedentary life. Before farming, a typical day involved traveling up to 15 miles over rugged terrain while carrying heavy loads. Once we settled down to farm, our daily travel radius shrank to just a few hundred yards around our homes, removing the constant mechanical stress our bones thrived on. Our bones are dynamic living tissues, specifically a porous interior structure called trabecular bone. When you run, climb, and lift heavy weight, your body reacts to the physical strain by packing more calcium and minerals into this spongy mesh, making it thick and unbreakable. When you stop moving, your body realizes it is wasting valuable energy maintaining heavy, dense armor. Since modern humans no longer sprinted away from predators or carried mammoths, our bodies simply stopped building dense bones, turning our skeletons into lightweight models. Interestingly, this bone decline was not shared by other animals that lived alongside us. While wild dogs, deer, and ancient sheep maintained their high skeletal density, humans were the only species to undergo this sudden physical crash, proving it was entirely our lifestyle. This change has left us uniquely vulnerable. Today, conditions like osteoporosis and sudden fractures are incredibly common. But for our ancient ancestors, breaking a bone from a minor fall was almost unheard of because their skeletal frames were built like solid oak. This means our ancestors did not just look slightly fitter, they functioned in a completely different physical realm. Their thick cortical bone could absorb impacts that would shatter a modern femur, allowing them to withstand the violent chaos of hunting megafauna up close. Evolution is highly efficient. Heavy skeletons require massive amounts of caloric energy to carry and maintain. By dropping our bone density, our bodies saved precious energy, allowing us to survive on fewer calories during times of famine, albeit at the cost of our physical power. The tragic paradox of human progress is that as our tools got better, our bodies got weaker. We conquered the planet by outsourcing our physical labor to machines, but in doing so, we turned our once mighty primate skeletons into fragile relics of a strength we left behind. This bone loss is not locked into our DNA. Studies of modern athletes like ultramarathon runners show that their bones actually begin to resemble ancient hunter-gatherers.
Our DNA still holds the blueprint for super strength. We just do not give our bodies the reason to build it. Imagine trying to wrestle an early human. Even if you were a modern bodybuilder, their dense joints and thick bone walls would give them leverage and impact resistance you cannot match. They possessed raw, functional durability that no gym routine today can easily replicate. So next time you feel a joint ache or hear a bone pop, remember that you are living in a body optimized for convenience, not survival. The wild, unyielding power of an orangutan still sleeps inside your genes, waiting for a life rugged enough to call it back into existence.